This is Elias for Dream Properties, Dream Inspire. As we told you, this is the dream thing which has to be done. And we have been honored today to have Dr. Anand himself, Anand Menon from everywhere in the world, but we're with him in the studio. And the podcast will just focus mostly concerning him and also concerning these realtors, new realtors that are getting into the market. So, starting with you, Doctor, please welcome so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And little bit, because I know you have fixed schedule, little bit about yourself so that we can start direct away.
Okay, let's just speak about, I think, what's relevant for now for this particular industry. So academically, I carry a PhD in education psychology. I specialize in human behavior thinking processes. But from 2006 onwards, I've been very actively involved 100% of my time with real estate investments. So working with developers, working with the brokers, roadshows, campaigns, coaching and training, even individually coaching some CEOs, but largely working with the sales teams in some of the top brokerages in Dubai.
Wow. Doctor, I think I have to stop you there because looks like this introduction could go almost like 10 minutes of all our podcasts. Please, let me get back straight away. We have some few questions and many people likes to know. They're new brokers, they're new realtors, but they need to get into the market.
Correct. Okay.
So first of all, what could you advise them starting from there? Then we could drop to another place.
Okay. The first advice I would give them, especially the new realtors coming into the market, is to be very, very careful whom you listen to. There's a lot of people out there that can see advice can be dropped a ton, but it's what's important is getting something that's really relevant and practical. I'm new to the industry. I'm new to Dubai in some cases. I'm not really aware of the personality of the industry, what happens in here. So it's very, very important that I listen to the right people. Now the question is, how do you find who's the right person? The answer is actually quite simple. Just look at their performance numbers. Look at the quality of their lifestyle. Look at the amount of deals that they are closing. Look at the professionalism with which they even come into work. Look at their willingness to help and the younger brokers, the newer ones coming into the market. Find these people and they will put you on the right track. See, it's very important. We are highly absorbent as new brokers.
Yeah.
So I will accept everything and I'm not in a position to benchmark or question it because I have no past experience. So it's very, very important that you actually associate with people who are considered successful, genuine with the intent to help you and happy to see you grow and succeed along with them. Find those people and you'll get onto the right track.
Wow, that was great, totally.
Thank you.
And another thing concerning I watched one of your videos before the previous, because you have many and they are surrounding in all over the world. You were talking about there's a lot of excuses from these new realtors. They have excuses that why they don't close. Can you explain a little? What did you mean there?
Okay. Firstly, when I say the excuses are there, it's probably not just the new realtors. Okay, it is even there with some of the existing people who've been in the market for a few years. Now, what normally happens, remember I said that they're absorbent. So what ends up happening is I join a brokerage, I'm all on fire, I want to do well, I start listening to people. And I am not able to distinguish between the real answers they're giving me and the excuses they are sharing with me themselves. So what ends up happening a lot of times is their excuses become my reality now. So a lot of it could be I don't really understand where I have to learn or what I have to learn. Not sure whom I'm speaking to. Many of the brokerages do not even invest in developing and providing the right training and answers to people. So now I've come into a high pressure environment which is selling. I don't have the background of the market or the personality of the market. I have targets and deadlines that I have to work to. I don't get the right training and coaching. Now I'm put in a situation where I look for reasons to justify why I'm not going to be able to close the deals. It could be an excuse for a few people, but I think genuinely it's more a cry for help. They're actually asking, they want the answer. They just don't know where to go to find the answers. Now, it really depends on the person to whom they're saying it. Some people who actually do not even believe in investing and growing their people, who are only looking for quick money to be made because I've recruited you to close a deal, to those people it could appear as an excuse. Maybe it's just a cry for help. Because the question I need to ask myself, as a company, did I genuinely give this person the right kind of training and opportunities when I took them on board? Once I have done that, if I do not see performance, then yes, there is a possibility it might be an excuse. Otherwise, I must first look inward before I just point the finger at the new broker.
Okay. And what are the main core values of you so that it make you succeed on this industry?
Well, for me, it's always been learn to give before you receive. I've been always of this belief that when you add value to people, they bring value to you. All my business today, 100% of my business today is referral, 100%. And that's only because people are going out of their way, talking to people, and they are coming back to me. Today alone, I've received 2 referrals and a podcast. So this happens because people believe I added the value to them, and then they want others to get the same value. So that's how they come. So for me, it is learn to give before you receive. Okay. The second is integrity. You have to live what you speak. Okay, you cannot have a lifestyle or a way of doing business that is not in sync with everything that you're asking people to do. And integrity is very important because your own legacy and your brand image is strongly connected to that. The third is an absolute discipline and dedication to what you want to do. Real estate is an industry where there is a lot of money, but barely 5% of people in the industry are making the money, but 95% have come in with that dream, not receive the right guidance, or probably not even interested in learning the right way to do it. I just want that pot of money.
That part which you said that you realized it is a lot of money. There are some people who can believe that if there is a lot of money, why are you leaving those lot of money and just moving to teaching and coaching others, while you can make a lot of money in real estate, mostly talking about Dr. Anand straight away?
Okay, I've heard this question so many times, and my answer has been the same. It hasn't changed. Why do you conclude that I don't sell?
Because we have never seen the transactions mostly from Dr. Anand by himself, because we see other people who you are coaching them, they are selling. But for you, it's different. We do not see. Or maybe you just hide yourself somewhere?
No, there's no hiding here. It's, I run my business very differently today. I have networks with a lot of strong brokers in the market and even salespeople and developers. So they are connected and engaged with me. So when they find clients, I go in with them and help them to close the deals. I answer the questions because I'm busy. I have a mission. I want to change this world one person at a time by educating them how to become effective in what they do. So since I do that, I have a lot of these people who have been trained and coached by me in the past, who now open the doors, bring the clients, and I go in and close the deals with them.
Wow. This is the meaning of Dream Inspire. When we are talking about Dream Inspire, meaning Dr. Anand himself just inspire others to just make as he's doing also. So we are happy to have him here. And going again to you, Doctor, we were thinking about this industry in general. There's a lot of transactions which is going on currently on real estate. Do you believe that they are real or they've been just faked or played?
Okay, 100% I believe they are real. Okay, several reasons to look at this. Okay, you have to work by the numbers. If in any industry, anywhere in the world, the numbers are looked at as indicators for business, why should it be so that only real estate in Dubai has to have numbers that are inflated? I mean, you can go to London, you can go to the US today, you can go to India or any other country for that matter. Businesses plan their long-term existence, their business strategies by reading the numbers and the intelligence that the market is throwing, as well as the government is throwing at them, as well as the players in that market are throwing. So if we can rely on these numbers in every other industry, even in Dubai, and anywhere else in the world, why would we come to this conclusion that the numbers in real estate in Dubai are being inflated?
Okay, talking about that, I just received a caller that's an off-plan buyer, but he was saying that you, Dubai, are playing with numbers. The things which you just write on the media and everything, they are not real. So myself, it just clicked me. Could it be possible? Because in DLD also it shows that the reality. So on your side, what can you tell somebody like him?
Okay, Firstly, if you tell me that this is a person calling from Pakistan, and this has got nothing to do with Pakistan, this could be a person from India, from Egypt, anywhere in the world. They're sitting outside the playing field and they are making judgments or creating perceptions about what is happening here. The best way to answer these questions is by first checking the sources that he has looked at to verify this information. So let's take an example. Let's say his name is Khaled, just for example. What I would do with such a person is I would start by saying, Khaled, I can see this is important for you. Where exactly did you get that information from? People can come up to you and they can throw a lot of statements at you. Dubai is a bubble. The market has overheated. There is a recession coming. Prices of mortgages have gone through the roof. Projects are cancelled and delayed in Dubai. Inflated number. They'll give you 100 different things. We don't even know if it's a genuine objection or if it's just a brush off, an excuse. So our job as professionals, firstly, not to get affected by what is being said, stand as ambassadors for this city which you absolutely love and believe in, for the industry which you know is actually creating waves, and qualify or challenge that statement. So I would simply say, Khalid, I can see this is important. Where exactly did you get that
information? Yes.
If he cannot quote a verified legal source for it, then it is just perception. Because everything that I will tell you, I will back it with a genuine source.
That's it. So let's go to the blockchain. You have heard about it and you know it very well. The blockchain is taking also in the market currently is more popular. Do you have anything to add on it, the blockchain?
Well, absolutely. It is the way forward. Blockchain is the way forward. Digital currency. Any of these is going to be the way forward, not just for real estate, for many other industries. Real estate has been proactive and has been one of the industries that have actually come forward to be able to accept these kind of payment methods and investment platforms and technologies going forward. Go back a few years, 50 years ago, when credit cards came out as a new way of making payments or debit cards, people resisted it. They still wanted to go to a bank, fill out a paper slip, stand in a line to withdraw the money. They were not ready to accept a machine plugged into a wall and I put a plastic into that and I can withdraw the money. Yeah. They didn't trust that system. But it took some time, and today nobody even goes to the bank anymore.
That's true.
So it's the same with the blockchain, with the Bitcoin, with Ethereum, or any digital payment modes. Today you have industries getting there. When the metaverse started, people couldn't grasp the concept. How can you own property in a metaverse? And today everybody is looking at investing in the metaverse. Now either we stay in touch with technology and we grow along with it, or we're going to get left behind. The world does not have to operate or grow based on my expectations of it. The world is going to grow built on much bigger intelligences than me. The smart thing for me to do is to open my mind and to accept these intelligences and go forward. Because some of the best names in the world who have proven who they are have all embraced the new technology. Why would we stay behind?
And I'm getting out of the blockchain. Have you heard about money laundering mostly in real estate? Can you relate, or is it true what people are saying concerning that many people are laundering their money through real estate? Is any truth on that statement according to you? Okay, let's understand this from a global perspective and then we look at it from a Dubai perspective. Money laundering is a harsh reality that we have to live with. Okay, wherever there is money, there will be people with integrity who work with money and use it for the better cause of humanity. And there will be others who lack those vision, principles, and integrity, and they use money to actually destroy humanity. Now, the money laundering comes in from that angle. It could either be from corrupt people who have not wanted to pay taxes and have saved their money. It could come from illegal activities raised through terrorism, drugs, whatever, gambling, any of these sources. The reality is money laundering only ends up having value when it gets converted into legal money. Having it as money that is not converted means absolutely nothing. There's nothing you can do with it. So there will always be people looking for venues and channels to do this. And one of those channels was real estate, because the nature of the product, being a high value item, allows you to do larger amounts of money
It's not like buying a mobile phone. You wouldn't do that to launder money. But when you have to put millions into owning an asset, that becomes naturally an area that people will target for the laundering. What I love today, especially with Dubai, is with the KYC that has been put into place,
Yes.
with all the industries that can in some way be influenced through laundering, all of them have come under the scanner. So that has ensured that the business is starting to go down the clean road. No country in the world will 100% be able to tell you that some laundering does not take place. What is important is that we need to be accepted by the international community and by the finance regulating authorities in the world to be seen as a country that is working with clean money. And the challenge that you will always have is when people found venues of bringing in the money before, when they find all the venues are getting closed for them, these are the people who will want to resist it and they want to try and find other ways to do it. But in the long haul, Dubai, wanting to be one of the best cities in the world, is very clear today.
Yeah.
Our brand positioning is strong. We are globally recognized. We are competing with the best cities in the world in almost every industry today. We don't need the laundering today.
That's true. That's true. We have a lot. We have a lot to speak with Dr. Anand, and I think even if we could spend a day here with him, it won't be enough. That's what we can tell you. But believing that you will have another time for us next time.
Yeah, fine. We can definitely work that out. Always happy to add value. We can help. What I love about the podcast is you can reach anyone anywhere on the planet without having to spend the time and the money to get there. The knowledge can be shared instantly, and that's what we're all about.
Thank you so much. So we were with Dr. Anand today, and thank you so much for watching this podcast. And please do not forget to subscribe there downside. My name is Elias, and he's Dr. Anand. Thank you so much for today. Have a good time.